Hey everyone, it's Angie. Welcome back to my channel, Angie and the Great World. A very lovely rainstorm just moved in. I don't know if you can hear that, but the sound is just music to my ears. Also, I probably shouldn't point this out, but I'm going to because that's what I do. I don't know if you can tell, but I have like a hair clip holding my blouse together because I felt like I was just a little bit too exposed, so it looks a little bit funny, but yeah, that's what's going on there. Anyway, I wanted to hop on today to film a brief, hopefully, weekly reads video just to share with you the couple of titles that I finished this past week. And can you hear the thunder? And the titles that I am currently actively reading. So this past week, I finished reading The Borrowers by Mary Norton. I did read The Borrowers because I am a part of, I guess it's an unofficial book club with a few friends. It is Lindsay from Lindsay Reads, Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, and then one of my in real life best friends, Julie. We started reading the Ramona series by Beverly Cleary back in September, and once we finished the series, we decided we wanted to continue reading children's books, and so we read The Borrowers in May. It was our May read, although we didn't have our book chat until this past Friday, and I didn't read the book until maybe 3 or 4 days prior to Friday. So even though it was our May read, I read it in June. I read it this past week. So what did I think of The Borrowers? So based on all the love and all the, just hype that I have read or heard about The Borrowers, I really thought I was going to love the book. But unfortunately, the first 3 chapters were really hard to get through. And based on my feelings towards those first 3 chapters, I thought I was going to dislike the book. In fact, had I not been reading the book for a book club, I probably would have DNF'd the book just based on the 3 chapters. But I'm glad I persevered and kept reading because I ended up enjoying The Borrowers more than I thought I was going to hate it. I didn't love it as much as I initially thought I was going to love it, but I didn't hate it as much as would have been indicated by the first 3 chapters, if that makes sense. I thought it was an above average read. I ended up giving it 3 stars on Goodreads. Now, I did have a bit of an ordeal trying to read the book. I could not find it anywhere online. And then finally I found it on a website called like Flip Book Builder or something. And the first few pages, I read them fine, but then this ad for the website kept popping up literally every 5 seconds. So I would read a couple of words and then the ad would pop up. So, and that happened, like I said, every 5 seconds. So I gave up on the e-book flip builder, whatever it was. And I found, I think it might have been maybe a teacher reading it on YouTube, but I did not care for the way she read the book. So I went back to the Flip Book Builder website and I found kind of a sneaky way to bypass the ad. I don't know if it's legal, but what I would do is I would close the ad, take a screenshot of the page, flip to the next page, close the ad that popped up within that time, take a screenshot of the page, flip the page, close the ad, take a screenshot of the new page, flip the page, close the ad. And so I did that from like chapter 4 onward. No, chapter 5 onward, I think it was. Chapters 5 through 20. So it was kind of an ordeal, but it wasn't terrible. So I don't know if that also affected my my read of the book. Like had I had my own physical copy, maybe it would have been a smoother read. But anyway, the Borrowers. I also finished reading book 8 in the Agatha Raisin series. The Wizard of Evesham. I gave this 2 stars. I did not care for the story. I wasn't interested in the mystery. And then on top of that, Agatha has been making some really dumb decisions in her personal life that started back in like book 4. She didn't disclose some information to somebody she really needed to tell this part of her life to, or share this part of her life with this person. Did that make any sense? She withheld some information. Okay, let's start over. So back in book 4, Agatha Raisin withheld some really important information that she should have disclosed to someone. She didn't. And that sort of started this like spiral of her making these really terrible decisions, like I said, in her personal life. And I'm kind of tired of seeing her make the same mistakes over and over. So that plus just a mystery and a plot that weren't very interesting to me. Yeah, 2-star read. It was just okay. I am going to read book 9, but the audiobook isn't available to me. And up until this point, I've read the audiobooks narrated by Penelope Keith, who does an amazing job narrating the books. So I don't know if not having Penelope Keith's voice narrating the book, if that's going to negatively affect my experience with book 9, or if maybe it'll be like a change of pace will kind of help me to reignite my enjoyment of the Agatha Raisin books. I'm not sure. Anyway, the 3 books that I actively read this past week were Grandma Gatewood's Walk by Ben Montgomery, I believe. Emma Gatewood's story is very interesting. There are a couple of things I didn't enjoy, or I am not enjoying about the writing, but those might be a little bit nitpicky, but it doesn't take away from my enjoyment of reading about Emma Gatewood's hike on the Appalachian Trail. So yeah, I'm reading Grandma Gatewood for Summer of Sport. I am reading In the Valley of the Sun by Andy Davidson for June on the Range. I don't know how I'm going to like that book. It's not a good sign that I'm only 4% of the way through, and already there have been a couple of pretty dramatic moments, and they haven't like fazed me at all. I'm just not really interested. So again, not a good sign, but it may pick up. Who knows? Only time will tell. And then the other book that I am reading is A Mystery of Mysteries, The Life and Death of Edgar Allan Poe by, I don't remember who it is. I'll put an image of the book. I don't remember the author. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm about 10% of the way through, and I am liking what I'm reading. It does have some negative reviews on Goodreads. It has a fairly low rating, and from what I can tell, most of the complaints are that the author didn't present a theory for how he thought Poe spent his last moments, or he didn't present a theory for how he thought Poe died, or what happened to him in his last moments. But when I reread a summary or a blurb of the book, that's not how the book is presented. It does say that the author is going to shed new light on Poe as a person, because so much of what we know of Poe, or what we think of when we think of Poe, is just legend and not necessarily who he was as a man. So I don't know. I'm really enjoying the book so far. I will be surprised if I end up disliking what I read, but who knows? Again, we'll find out once I get further along in the book. Anyway, I didn't want to make this too long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you later. Bye.